You know right, assassin me. Airport and my moja nananum shegu edigu on my
Mimo Bibi Akwaba Eba Melodies TV. So a couple of stories from the camp of Honorable Sarah Adwoa Safo. Mesremo semeneno eyasamwe bi afacheme. I am going through a very terrible cold, but nini name no. Ya adwunse adwuma no yebe. Now there is a letter Adwoa Safo atro Akwa president, a leaked letter for that matter. I will respond to a SH0CKED president asake no. Unse nansi yenyanti yese Adwoa Safo abagana. Na say we were told say Adwoa Safo will hold a public sort of engagement, right, with Ghanaians, and then we'll get to understand her issue properly. Now, two stories are eba, and it's one Adwoa Safo actual response Akwa President Akufo Addo. May read this letter natural, and then the second one from the aid of Adwoa Safo, and it's say Adwoa Safo about Ghana now. This time she's coming to stay for sure. No, you say was way to every Ghana Aqua America biome, and I don't know at this point. I don't know what's happening, because if Adwoa Safo is speaking, when they say she speaks about her constituents and she speaks, and I mean in the direction that she still wants to be an MP, she still cares about her constituency, but the action, as I said, the action doesn't really show that she's indeed in still and wants to be an MP. I don't know what's happening. Seriously, I don't know what's happening with Adwoa Safo. I seriously don't know what's happening, because Nansinya and
Melodies TV on YouTube.
Majority leader, as Mensa Bonso, Ebeka say Adwoa Safo abagana na nikunu kraba be hu ono say Mensa Bonso eno mo kasa. Ati ase emse nikunu kopa o say Mensa Bonso cho senya na MPP for your major so bombe sakeno no. So to hear from the aid, say Adwoa Safo has left Ghana again without one public engagement. No makasa will be having no. It leaves me, more room to wonder. Say, what is going on with the woman? Now this is the letter. Adwoa Safo letter eliki. Our Trokoma President Akufo Addo say, I am exceedingly grateful for your understanding, compassion, and unending devotion throughout this past year, especially during a difficult period for me when I've had to be away from office. Your kind support has been very much welcome, and for that I remain eternally grateful. I just have one more welcome, and I just say, or that President Akufo Addo say was supporting, and you see, and yes say Parliament epese omutu Adwoa Safo a free ni seat. So I am telling you for sure. There was no way President Akufo Addo be permit Adwoa Safo, because the argument went on in Parliament. Embra omoka say Abambagben on declare Adwoa Safo seat vacant no. And NDC forecast say Adwoa Safo ya mo pese second in Parliament. President Oman appointment as minister no. Still she's at post. It NDC for raise this argument ni we ya the next day. And a President Babe Sakentino obi betumi atina bebi aka say enye NDC for nsem wo mukan ranka. There was no way the president will sack him, because the president had time for her. That's here. President had time until that president Nasi say embremu ye din emano no. The president had time for her and nyama na odasepa. Now we no sanso ka say this development is opportune and will afford me more time to concentrate on my parliamentary responsibility. Now, I hasten that my person was sharing so. Adwoa Safo, in the letter she's writing to President Akufo Addo, I say this development is opportune and will afford me more time to concentrate on my parliamentary responsibilities and constituency engagement, as well as consolidate the gains we have made as a government at the constituency level in the quest to break the eight. I just have some more can say
Melodies TV on YouTube.
Say what's happening on that. Or no, I just have for the aqua opportunity amano, because you see, I know oba benya time a concentrate on the constituency no. So this is what I just have said to the president, because she was a minister and she was an honorable. It is a yaji back way in same one. Not just say I can't ejuma back up painting or the attention in a ebeguso. It was said the president now and a man of cry opportunity. So how is it that after saying this to the president, and me personally, me who letter where I was thinking, say yesterday I wanted to report on this. So me who letter now I was thinking, say okay. So now the constituents of Adwoa Safo are going to see her more because now saying say munya mube we ya Kofi Addo ma wan Kofi TV. Ne nkola no ekọ Dome Kwabenya, and then they went to interview people there. Like you hear the sentiment of people on Adwoa Safo. It was really bad. What I say, it was terrible. And you know, I felt say, well, now she'll have time and send ya can Ghana for the your short memory. What I say, and people will forgive her. Ehwana say me who say story about Ghana Web from Adwoa Safo ni aid. What I say, someone very close to Adwoa Safo, and I say Adwoa Safo has returned to the States, and I'm say what is going on with Adwoa Safo? Now let me read the story. I say Nana Dubin Kwapong Anakwapong, an aide to Sarah Adwoa Safo, has said the embattled MP for Dome Kwabenya has traveled out of Ghana again after it was rumored that she's in the country after her long stay outside Ghana. So according to him, the embattled MP will be back when Parliament reconvenes to serve the people of Dome Kwabenya. And just someone can say Parliament essence so Parliament or more break. Now say Parliament esanso esan echi eba Adwoa Safo besanso ababium, right? This is what the aide is saying, but I think that this is a wrong move, and I'll explain why later. I say as we speak, the honorable member of Parliament for Dome Kwabenya is not in the country.
Melodies
she has gone
TV
back
on
to
YouTube.
the States, and will be back in the country when Parliament reconvenes. Nana Dubin said in a Joy FM interview on Tuesday, August 16th. And you know, this is what Adwoa Safo ne aid ekain. Now let's go into the issue. You see, this is not the first time Adwoa Safo's aid or people close to Adwoa Safo akan adia ambim. Earlier on, Embra Wamoye said Adwoa Safo ninsem no eba abonteno. They told us say Adwoa Safo was going to return during that week. In fact, say the Dome Kwabenya MPP constituency chairman Ebeka said Adwoa Safo will return that week. We didn't hear anything from Adwoa Safo. Adwoa Safo didn't return. Now, Embra Adwoa Safo Nansenya Yebeka said all bano. They told us that within the week we will hear from Adwoa Safo. She hold a public engagement. That's what I was saying earlier. We didn't hear from Adwoa Safo within that week. What I said, we didn't hear from her. Until you see, I said people close to Adwoa Safo, they say things and it doesn't come to pass. Until when our mockers Adwoa Safo work on Obesanso Ababium. For me personally, I don't believe it. But you see, the mistake I think Adwoa Safo is doing here, and they say you've been out, and I say she's treating Parliament more importantly than her constituents. Okay, because Osha reason ni aid no Emma was a Parliament go break. The Adwoa Safo go back to America. Parliament's babioma and obeba. Now, Adwoa Safo should know the reason why she's in Parliament is because of the constituents. Now, if you've missed out with the constituents for several years, now and then, womudi na kasa, complainia. Me assure say, nanka Parliament go break. No, this was the time for you to reconcile with your constituents. This was the time for you to hold some sort of an engagement with your constituents, to hold
Melodies TV on YouTube.
Nanka mbre say, and now ube call around in your constituency, talk to people, explain things one-on-one. People might be angry, but once you show up and you talk to them within this space, Parliament take a break now. By the time a Parliament bebano, you are back in Parliament. MPP will not even be thinking of, declaring your seat vacant again. But embrebe muno, what's answer to America? You see, it sort of sends a message. It sends a message to your constituents in a way. Say, you don't respect them or you are insulting them in a way. I say, like the reason why you are there, the reason why they've sent you to, they are the reason why you are in Parliament. So you can't treat them this way. I don't know, maybe Adwoa Safo had media engagements with her constituents, but we didn't hear of it. Me assure say if Adwoa Safo indeed spoke with her constituents, na ke beti ho asem. Ati ase, me assure say na ke beti ho asem. Oh, Adwoa Safo akwa akohia ne nkrofo, wakwa akoyesi, na ke beti ho asem. But nothing. The Yatiane says she's gone back and she's waiting for Parliament to reconvene and then she'll come back. It's a total disrespect to the constituents. Me, nanka me Adwoa Safo constituency, nanka I'll feel disrespected. Like I'll feel really, really disrespected. What I say. Anyway, this is what is going on with Adwoa Safo. Muncha your comment box the moment I say.